Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the vitamin B complex. देखो, when we say the vitamin B complex, these are the okay. So now we are going to discuss about the vitamin B complex. The vitamin B complex, these are what water soluble vitamins. These are the water soluble vitamins. And we have discussed the name already. That we have the vitamin B1, that is the thiamine. So let's discuss with vitamin B1. Vitamin B1, and that is known as our thiamine. The full name of thiamine is what? That the TPP, thiamine pyrophosphate. Thiamine pyrophosphate. And this enzyme, remember, or this vitamins, remember, this is used as a coenzyme. This is used as the coenzyme and involved in the oxidative decarboxylation. Used in oxidative decarboxylation. What happens in the oxidative decarboxylation? The pyruvate acid or the pyruvic acid will be converting into the acetyl coenzyme A. Converting into the acetyl coenzyme A, that is the oxidative decarboxylation. Along with that, it is used as a coenzyme in alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl coenzyme A. To succinyl coenzyme A in tricarboxylic acid cycle or in the Krebs cycle. So in the Krebs cycle, we have one reaction alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl coenzyme where the TPP will be act as a coenzyme will be there. Remember that if we will be having the deficiency of thiamine, so it will lead to the beriberi. मेरी बेरी के बेर मत तोड़ो. So that will be the beriberi. Okay, that is the beriberi. That is in the male. But same thiamine, it will cause the polyneuritis. We call this as the polyneuritis in chicks. We call this as the polyneuritis. What will be there in the beriberi? There is the accumulation of the intermediates of the carbohydrate metabolism like the lactate, pyruvate, oxaloglutarate, and that will cause the neuritis. That will cause the neuritis. Now this beriberi, remember, these are the two types. These are of the two types. It can be the wet beriberi, or it can cause the dry beriberi. The wet beriberi, you can remember that we will be having the WC. C4 we have the, it will cause the cardiomyopathy. And D4 we will be having the, it will cause the nervous problem or the neuritis. It will cause the nervous problem or the neuritis. Okay. Remember the source of vitamin B1 is what? That is the yeast, bran, rice polis, and pork. Pork is rich in thiamine. After the vitamin B1, the next one we have the vitamin B2. We have the vitamin B2. Vitamin B2 is the name. We have the riboflavin. Riboflavin is the constituent of the flavin mononucleotide and flavin adenine dinucleotide. It is the constituent of FMN. That is the flavin mononucleotide, and flavin adenine dinucleotide. Flavin adenine dinucleotide. Okay, flavin mononucleotide or flavin adenine dinucleotide. This is the constituent of the FML or FAD. Okay, this is used by the cells to transport what hydrogen in the metabolic pathways. Okay, so you can remember that it's like that we have the FML. Main thing you have to remember of the vitamin B2 that this is the FML and we have the FAD. And this is vitamin B2. This is involved in amino acid and carbohydrate metabolisms. Used in the amino acid and carbohydrate metabolism. If we will be having the vitamin B2 deficiency, if we will be having the deficiency of vitamin B2, the deficiency of vitamin B2, it will be cause what? Degeneration of myelin sheath. It will cause the degeneration of myelin sheath. There will be the lost integrity of epithelium. It will cause the lost integrity of epithelium. Okay. So what is the deficiency of vitamin B2? It will cause the degeneration of the myelin sheath. This is very important. And along with that, they cause the lose the integrity of the epithelium will be there. Okay. Along with that, you can see the patient will be having the peripheral nerve degeneration. There will be the stiff legs, nerve degenerations, corneal opacities, cataract. There are some other deficiency symptoms that you are going to see. The source, remember that the rich source, if you say that the liver, yeast, milk, egg, and the green leafy vegetables. Liver, yeast, milk, eggs, green leafy vegetables. Okay, green leafy vegetables. Then after that, we will be having the third one, that is the niacin or the nicotinamide. Niacin or nicotinic acid. Niacin or the nicotinic acid, देखो, the nicotinic acid we say that it's when we get it from the plants, and nicotinamide we get it from the animals. Okay, but this is the same thing. This is niacin, nicotinic acid or the nicotinamide. Nicotinamide A is there, so we have it is from the animals, and nicotinic acid it is from the plants. This is the component of NAD or NADP. Okay, nicotinic adenine dinucleotide, nicotinic dinucleotide pyrophosphate. So we will be having this is component of NAD and NADP, and they are responsible for the carbohydrate, proteins, and lipid metabolisms. Responsible for the carbohydrate, proteins, and the lipid metabolism. This niacin, they will be having the precursor. The precursor of this is very important question as well. Precursor of niacin is what? That is the tryptophan. Tryptophan, you know, that is the amino acid. So the amino acid they will form what? Niacin, because this is a precursor of the vitamin B3. Okay. The deficiency, remember the deficiency of vitamin B3, it will cause the black tongue. It will cause the black tongue in the dogs, and they call the pellagra. They will cause the pellagra, or we call this as well as a blue tongue. Pellagra or the blue tongue. The pellagra, remember, this is the 4D disease. This is the 4D disease will be there. What is the 4D? What are the 4D? The 4D, we have the diarrhea, dementia, disability, I'm writing it here. dementia, diarrhea, dermatitis, dermatitis, and death. Okay. See, the patient will be having the dermatitis, means the skin inflammation will be there. Skin inflammation. And skin inflammation, the very important image will be there. That the necklace appearance. This will be the necklace appearance will be there. The necklace appearance. The necklace, and this image you can get in your exam, that is the necklace appearance. So the necklace appearance, this is due to vitamin B3 deficiency. This is due to vitamin B3 deficiency, where you will see the desquamatic rash on the skin of individual who presented with the diarrhea and the confusion. So the dementia, we have the diarrhea, and that diagnosis will make of the what about the pellagra. Necklace appearance pattern, or the necklace pattern rashes will be there. That is again the platelets will be there. And the source, remember the source of vitamin C will be cereals, groundnuts, liver, yeast. Okay, all these contains what? The vitamin B3. After vitamin B3, we will be having the pantothenic acid, pantothenic acid. The pantothenic acid is the vitamin B5. Vitamin B5. This is the coenzyme of, sorry, this is the constituent of coenzyme A. Constituent of the coenzyme A. And this is very important for the acryl transfer. Important for the acryl transfer. The coenzyme is important for the acryl transfer. The deficiency of the pantothenic acid, remember, the deficiency of pantothenic acid will be result into the bootstrappings or what do you call it? Burning foot. It will create the burning foot sensation. Okay. Then we have the vitamin B6, that is known as the pyridoxine. The pyridoxine is the component of pyridoxal phosphate. Component of pyridoxal phosphate. PP. Component of the pyridoxal phosphate, which act as coenzyme for which act as coenzyme. This component of the pyridoxal phosphate, and this act as a coenzyme for transaminase and decarboxylase. This is very important. What is the coenzyme for the transaminase and decarboxylase? So that is our vitamin B6 will be there. And vitamin B6, it is required for metabolism of the tryptophan. It required for tryptophan metabolism. Okay. The vitamin B6 deficiency, it will lead to the sideroblastic anemia. Sideroblastic anemia. Or we call this a microcytic hypochromic anemia. We call this as, can also call this as the microcytic hypochromic anemia. Okay. The sources are like the groundnut, modes, rice bran, white bran, molasses, liver, and the milk. Then we have the vitamin B7, or we call this as the vitamin biotin. Earlier we called this as the vitamin H. Earlier we called this as the vitamin H. What it will do? It do the transfer of carbon dioxide from one substrate to another. It transfer the one substrate to another. Transfer of the carbon dioxide from one substrate to the another substrate. And this is responsible for the carboxylation. That's why we have seen that this transfer of the carbon dioxide. That's why we have the responsible for the carboxylation, the coenzyme for the carboxylation reaction. We know the coenzyme for the decarboxylation is vitamin B6. Coenzyme for the carboxylation is vitamin B7. In white egg, we have one component is there, that the avidin. So this avidin in egg white protein is anti-metabolite to biotin. Okay, so this avidin is responsible for the formation of the biotins. The deficiency of vitamin B7, it will result in the alopecia. Along with that, it is also responsible for the fatty liver and kidney syndrome. Fatty liver and kidney syndrome. Okay, and where you will get it? It is in the vegetable rich source, liver, milk, yeast, or oil seeds. You will get the vitamin B7. After that, we will be having the vitamin B9. And vitamin B9, it is coenzyme in the formyl. We have seen that the vitamin B5 is used as coenzyme for the DNA synthesis. Coenzyme for DHF reductase. Okay, and it cause what? The deficiency of vitamin B9 will cause the macrocytic hyperchromic anemia. Macrocytic or hyperchromic anemia. Okay, and what is the name of the vitamin B9? That is the folic acid. Then we have the vitamin B12. What is the name of the vitamin B12? Is the cyanocobalamin. And this cyanocobalamin, this is stored in liver. This is stored where? In liver. Okay, and this is plant do not synthesize what? The main thing that you have to remember, the plant do not synthesize vitamin B12. Okay, this is along with that vitamin B12, they synthesize the methyl group. They synthesize what? One group, that is the methyl group. And they are also responsible for the RNA DNA synthesis. Essential for cell division. They are essential for the cell division. Necessary for conversion of methyl malonyl coenzyme A into succinyl coenzyme A. This is very important that you have to remember. It is necessary for the conversion of MMC methyl malonyl coenzyme A into succinyl coenzyme A. Into the succinyl coenzyme A. The deficiency of vitamin B12 will lead to the poor growth. It lead to the macrocytic hyperchromic anemia, or we also call this as the pernicious anemia. We also call this as the pernicious anemia. Okay, so this is what we are having, and the source, you know, the source that you already know, we will be having the liver kidney, that will be the excellent source, and meat and the fish. All the animal product will be the source, not in the green leafy vegetables. You will not get the vitamin B12. So this is all about the vitamins, and remember the vitamins, they are the very important topic that you have to revise. You should know about all the names of all the vitamins. You should know about everything about whatever the vitamins we have discussed. Okay. Question 6. How many pages you have done? 15.